Super. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert at Custodian File. Today is 3/11/25. Okay, check this out. This is from Adele in Texas. It's going to the airport, recording a jet coming in. Here's the contrast. This thing was really fast. Came off the ground right there on the left. Look at that. Comes out about 30-degree angle. Flies up to the nose. Recons. And color is just really hard to see. Very hard. It's amazing, but the contrast really pulls it out. So this is important because you see approximately where the plane is, roughly 100 feet off the ground, more or less 100 feet. He's just standing in the same spot recording jets. You could do that. That works fine. Usually 150 feet is what will trigger their attention. But 100 will do the trick. But basically, that's the concept. So what's important here, I think an hour later, maybe a military jet happens to come in, and pretty much at the same airspace, the same distance off the ground. So this is like repeatable, very repeatable over and over. So let me pull up the next video of the jet here. So check this out. I guess a few hours later, standing basically at the same spot, we get a drag in one frame, just like that. Pops in and out. It's, of course, invisible to the human. Well, during review, you can find it, but very tricky. Nothing just pops in for one frame. Nothing can do that. It doesn't happen. So the point is, look how far the jet is from the ground. Kind of like the same distance, 100, 150. Very repeatable science over and over. Remember, if you're watching for the first time, you're saying this got to be a bug. So these objects, these UAP objects, fast movers, they have the ability to trigger the X and K band. We just say X band just to keep it even easier. X band on the radar spectrum, so your car radar detector will go off. And if you happen to have a one, you just point it at the sky, record at the same time with your phone, and like I've been doing. And and that was published by the Pentagon on 4/19/23 that these things trigger the X band. So the Pentagon is looks like they're supporting my research. Appreciate that. They fly behind objects. They leave a click on the audio, and they mess with your autofocus so your camera's not broken. This is all there is to it. It's really not hard. Your cell phone, the hard part was inventing the cell phone, especially the iPhone. You can imagine that took 120 years and 10 million engineers. So that was the hard part. The easy part is just turning on and recording aircraft, airplanes, helicopters. You just use your imagination because it looks like these things are everywhere. I mean, we have people now in the UK, they're throwing pennies in the air. They're flying up to pennies. They're flying up to frisbees. They're flying up to tape, a roll of tape. This is getting ahead of me. I know if you find this overwhelming, so maybe I shouldn't even bring that up. Just they're flying up to helicopters, just helicopters and airliners, just to keep it really easy. If you have any questions, please ask. Put it under comments. Please like, subscribe, comment. If you have your own video, and then they're all over the world, so you could do this. Doesn't matter what city you're in. All over the world. Just record landscape, zoom in. I'll review the video at custodianfile@gmail.com. Please help me get to that 12,000 subscription mark. Let's go to the next. Talk about the UK and the tape. Look at this roll of tape. Look at this. This is it. I didn't know the video was in the queue here. Look at that. Did you see that dragon in contrast? It's a lot easier to see it that way. Here's some color. Maybe some of you with better eyes, you can see this too. Same concept. Goes up in the air, comes down. Dragon comes, tags a roll of tape. This is nuts, everyone. This is just... Sorry to make this like I'm throwing so much at you, so much technology all at once. But a lot of you are taking this serious. You're thinking outside the box. And I appreciate that. We all appreciate it because we need this video. Like I said, we got to get ahead of this. The only way to get ahead of it is by study their behavior, what they can do, what they cannot do. and where they fly. And if there's a place where they do not fly, we need to figure out where that spot on planet Earth is. What zip code, what country, what city they do not fly in, if it exists at all. Why? Because then we have to go to that location and figure out what they don't like about that location. Is it just, it could be the harmonics, bad energy. We can't even begin. Maybe it has something to do with harmful sound waves. We can't even begin. But chances are there's no location on Earth where there are no dragons. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And so just for fun, it doesn't cost you anything. Most of us already have a iPhone. Record it. You know what? You don't even have to go this far, throwing pennies or frisbees or a roll of tape. Just when you see a helicopter, that's all. Landscape, turn it sideways, because most dragons fly horizontal, left to right, right to left. Just start with that. Easy stuff. And then let us know, please. I think you're going to be a little amazed. If you're a little scared, I was scared for 100 days. It does go away. I mean, that's probably the only caveat, is that you'll be scared. I don't think this is any, in my opinion, it's not evil energy. It's nothing like that. I know there's a few people out there, these got to be demons. It's got to be evil. No, I operate on a different orbit, and I try to stay away from that dark energy, that low orbit. So there's nothing going on here. I think I would have figured it out. Okay, super. If you have any questions, please like, subscribe. Let's go to the next video. Real quick, I just want to put this out here. There's a picture of the wetlands, just 600 acres, where these dragons are always hanging out. You know, the Edison people recently they've really been spending a lot of repair time, and I can't figure out why, because there's nothing complicated going on here. Just some tall poles. There's no transformers. Those are the 34,500 volt lines. Almost really, you don't really need repair. I get it. They call it maintenance. But something's odd going on. Something is causing these wires to just break down quicker than usual. So I'll show you pictures every once in a while. I look out my window and I see repair trucks down there. It just makes no sense. Makes no sense. So maybe somebody at Edison can let me know. I kind of have a friend inside Edison. They're not saying too much, but I'll keep pressing the issue. I'll keep pressing it. Okay, let's go forward. Okay, remember this from a couple months ago? I was at Costco standing in the parking lot. These 4 vintage Navy planes, I believe they're AT-6, flew over, made this eerie sound. I recorded it. My camera, my wife's recorded on her iPhone. So these planes came back. I was just on my balcony a couple days ago, and I hear this loud roar of engines. It's just, and sure enough, I look out my window, and these guys are burning rubber in the sky with smoke. So I turn my camera on as fast as possible, and look at the interpolation. Just crazy, right? What are the odds of these planes? I don't know. What are the odds of even seeing them for the first time, let alone 2 times? And then look at this. These UAPs just flying around over and over. I mean, this stuff you just shake your head. This is, you know, I keep asking for help from NASA and the universities. I don't know, maybe they're intimidated. Maybe this is just too hard. Maybe it is. I mean, after all, the government has had over 15,000 sorties and 3 research vessels. Maybe they're just saying there's nothing more we can do. We're not even going to attempt to figure this out because we can't do it. We really can't. Maybe they're watching our videos to learn at this point. But it sure would be nice we could all get together here, have an open dialogue, and say, look, here's our videos. What do you guys know? Because NASA has some nice cameras. They have some nice video too. It's just they're not posting it. So there you go. NASA, you should start a channel. Start posting your UAP videos. Believe me, you get a lot of interest. Okay, I think that will do it for today. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I appreciate you watching. If you have your own videos, please send the custodianfile at Gmail. Until the next one, thank you very much. Take care.